Hey friend, today I'm going to be making my last miniverse Make It Mini Food Halloween Series 2 ball. And if you didn't remember from my other videos, this ball will tell you what you're getting on the outside. So the outside picture on this ball is showing two little skull drinks. So let's go ahead and open up the ball and see all the ingredients that come with it. First thing we have is our swirl table, and then we have our two skull glasses. These glasses are so cute. You can see on the front here that it has a skull face. And our first blind bag says trick or treat, and inside we have gummy bugs. And then we have our utensil blind bag. And inside we have two straws, one orange, one purple. And then we have our tweezers as well as our ghost topper. And then our second blind bag, have a spooky day. We have a bag of ice as well as a container of whipped cream. And then in our chill out blind bag, we have our resin for today, which is a liquid toxic green apple. And lastly, we have wrapped up in this paper our skull tray. This is a simple mini verse, so we just combine our ingredients, let dry, and then add the toppers and let dry again, and we'll be done. So I'm going to start off by taking out my gummy bugs out of the bag. And then I'm going to grab my bag of ice and open it up so that I can start making my drink. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the ice in. And I'm just going to go back and forth and add ice until I feel like it's enough. I think that's the perfect amount of ice. So now I can grab my gummy bugs and start adding them in. And they come kind of stuck together, so I'm having to pull them apart. But I'm just grabbing them and kind of placing them evenly into each cup. So what I place in one, I try to place in the other. I'm going to use up all of the gummy bugs except for two that I'll be using for the topper. Now I'm going to open up the straws, and I will be using these straws to kind of stir the bugs and the ice together just to mix it up a bit before I put in the liquid. Now I can grab my toxic green apple liquid and I can pour it into my cups. And this is such a pretty green. This is the perfect Halloween drink. I'm not going to fill my cup up to the top just yet because I still have to let it dry before I do the final layer. So I'm going to give them a tap just to make sure that the liquid will go all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to face my straws how I want it before I go ahead and dry it for 5 to 10 minutes in the sun. I'm going to use my UV light instead. This is much quicker. Now let's see if it's cured. Definitely. Then for our final layer, we're going to add more of the liquid and then we're going to add our toppings, which are the gummy bugs and the whipped cream. So I'm just going to top off my cups with the liquid and then I'm going to open up my whipped cream, get it ready to get put onto the cup. But first, I'm going to grab my gummy bug, which is a little gummy worm, and then I'm going to hang it over the side for a little garnish. Once those are on, I can add my whipped cream. I'm going to use one orange whipped cream, and for the second one, I'm going to use a purple whipped cream. Time to cure it. And there you have it. We have made our bug punch. I did kind of shove the purple whipped cream a little too far in the drink, but it's okay. We have the orange one here that is just stunning. I love how these turned out, and these drinks would go so perfectly at a Halloween party. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you have a spooky Halloween, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.